Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is the Commander Saxon, and this is Darkest Dungeon, finally released.
Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity. Until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Oh, feels good. Watch that again. I'm going to turn this fan on because bloody hell I turned it off to record and it is goddamn hot. Darkest Dungeons make the most of a bad situation. I'm not going to be able to read this all in time. Basically, it's a dungeon crawler and permadeath, and you will be sad. Let's get rid of this one. That's my actual file. Yes, Darkest Dungeon finally came out this week or so, and I've finally got home and I can record this shit now. So let us name our estate. Here's the name of Dorcas again. Dorcas Dungeon. And let's just jump straight into it. There'll be another cutscene, I'm sorry. But they're pretty good, nonetheless. You will arrive by carriage.
Along the old road.
Not even by carriage.
It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside. Leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted
I found the cookie!
road, and on its writhing path, you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery
Without madness.
without madness.
I like madness.
The old road will take you to hell. But in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
A realm of pure dookie. You thought I was joking about the cookie? No, it was there. I fucking ate it. It was... Man, why did I do this earlier when it wouldn't have been disgusting to eat in the microphone? Oh god. Anyway, to gameplay. These are our party members. That's the map navigation. This is our map. This is where we are. This is our hallway, which consists of 4 events that happens in between. Each of those squares can have something happen in it, and this is a room where something big happens. like a main event.
Have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
We waltz left and right using WASD or the mouse and do this nonsense. Oh,
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may
and this
hear
buddy
of
boy
your arrival.
is an enemy, and we want to kill him. Basically, we do this by using our 4 different moves that we have equipped on these people. It is a turn-based game, and we shall just stab this guy because it's the only move we can do, because in the first position we can only do this one and not any of our other abilities. It'll all make sense, I'm sure. He's gonna die anyway, because I bled him for damage, DOT. So I want to do this. Hey, give me some torch. And protect. And mark me.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Get gold. I think you know what gold is good for. Absolutely nothing! Say it again. This is a tent. Or a curios. Churros? Churros? It's a churros. Basically, these are kind of like random things that happen within the dungeon. They will have set things that you can do with them, like if I put a shovel or something in here, maybe it will do something else, but right now we can just check it.
Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
Yes, and depending on the thing in hand, depends on something like this.
Ambush. Send these vermin
We'll see
a
that in a
message.
bit. This guy's big, he takes up
Has
2 spots.
returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
What do we want to do? Start off with a tracking shot, maybe. Take out the Fusilier in the back, because he will do his stupid, bloody AoE attack. And that is not good. This game does not hold your hand very much. You can die in this tutorial. And people have died, and it is very amusing. He's dead.
Formation is broken.
That's one down.
Maintain the offensive.
Corpses. When you kill enemies, they leave behind corpses. These will get in your way, or sometimes they'll benefit you. You can continue to attack them to get rid of the corpse, or use an ability that makes corpses disappear, or do the thing that allows them to just die. I forget what I was saying. After a certain amount of turns, they just disappear. Okay!
The greater the glory.
Something I haven't gone into is the stress levels. We'll get into that.
Triumphant pride precipitates
A dizzying fall. Oh, we want to continue adventuring for a bit. See this chest? Bandit's trapped chest. It's trapped. Something doesn't look quite right with this one. It's trapped! And then we get a status effect. Luckily that doesn't really affect us because we're going back to town. Welcome home! You can't see that because they're achievements on Steam. Now this is just a summary of what transpired, and these are where quirks are introduced. Now this guy, Dismiss, is not allowed to the brothel, but he has got plus 10 protection. These will stack up with other things our party members have. But we can't even use the brothel, so it's
Welcome
alright.
home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands,
And we've got to go through
they
all
are
these.
yours now.
These
and
are
you are
all the
bound to them.
goals. Can tick all these things off. A lot of them pretty much fight the boss and then fight the boss again. Successfully complete first foray into the ruins. Ah, those are new. Going into different places and stuff. Oh! Oh no! Assault the darkest dungeon. Oh god, that's not good. These are also summaries of what happened. As we get more into it. Help! It'll get worse and worse.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth,
What is these
awaiting
achievements?
merciful oblivion.
Visit the graveyard. That is a really good achievement.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
These are all just cutscenes or dialogues for later. And this is our stagecoach.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and
and corpses.
We get extra dudes
All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
to punch the dudes in the face. We probably want to increase the number of people that come here. These are upgrades to our buildings that allow us to usually reduce costs or gain more abilities. We can't really access any of these places because they're shit. Yep. Okay, now that that's done.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your
Uh-oh.
work begins.
Now, with the release of Darkest Dungeon, they released, unlocked? I don't know. What are these? Oh my god, I don't know. We shouldn't be looking at this. That's like the end game, I guess. But it's unlocked from the beginning, which is rather scary. Alright, let's just shuffle up people around. What does this guy have? He has... Yes, depending on what abilities they have, depends on where they can attack from and what preferred position they want to be in. Now this guy just... He'd probably go in the front. You don't have point-blank shots, so you're not going in the front. That's the only reason why you should be in the front. You are going there because you have a bunch of grenades and shit. Long-ranged weaponry. And you're going in the back where you probably be least hit. And this one is pointless, and this one is pointless. Maybe you shouldn't go in the back. No. Switch these two around. The Red Hook. And then, because this is the only one unlocked, we have to explore 90% of the rooms. Let's go.
The cost of preparedness,
Almost.
measured now in gold,
Later.
later
In blood.
in blood.
Delicious. To go into dungeons, we need provisions. And light sources. Probably don't need that many. I like to bring a few more torches. And foods. Shovel. Some of these things. Oh, we get... This item cannot be sold. It might be a free item that came with specific classes like anti-venom for Plague Doctor. Huh. That is interesting. So depending on what classes we have, depends on what bonus items we get. I don't know. These heal blight, and these just... They're holy water. It's a placebo effect. No, they increase resistances and work well with Kuros. I don't know. There's not much blights in the ruins. The only thing I can think of are spiders. But alas, we shall go. Your first expedition into the ruins of your ancestry. Be curious, be careful, be dead. The heroes panel. We saw this just before. Let's see all their butts and shits. This guy's got hard noggin. +2 to speed. Ooh. Protect. Cannot gamble. And cannot visit the brothel. That's pretty bad, actually. Self-worship. Quick draw. +4 on the first round. Chance. Ooh. Turn any miss into a hit. That's like the worst person to have it on because they're our healer. Night Owl. +2 speed if below 26. +3 crit if HP is below 50. I don't like either of those. +10 stress damage, that's really bad. And we'll only pray for stress relief. Alright. Let us mosey on, so we have to go up. Oh, God. Actually, we can just go up and around and skip this room because all this will be 90%. Let us mosey through the darkest of dungeons in the most daylightest fashion. At full torch. There is a strategy of going torchless, because you get more loot for it, but I'm not that foolish. Or brave. It can be madness. Now, this guy, or this gal, it's a female, will inflict blight on most of her enemies. So, this will inflict blight, this will inflict blight, this will stun, and this will heal. Bleed, blight, and cure for 1. So we just bang. And this dude will be blighted. It'll do 4 damage for 3 rounds, and we need to just do a little bit more damage to make them really hurt. That'll do it. So this person will die.
May we find victory.
Now, skeletons cannot bleed because they have no blood, so let's not use that attack. And, oh no. The dude who was good against unholy abominations missed. His ability gives him plus 15 versus unholy. So we just do that. Give me that gold. Unlocked. Alright. A shovel. Some gems. And some more gems. Oh boy. I like the descriptors for these. Dull like rotting green. Ooh, rotting. Dull green like rotting flesh. Yellow like fading hope. I don't really understand that one. Fading hope is yellow? Yes. This thing. Use a shovel.
Stone seems bent on preventing passage.
If you don't have a shovel, you will have to use your hands, and that will cause stress, HP damage, and will lower your light. The Acolyte likes to do lots of stress attacks, so let's try and stun them. We have a 3 out of 4 chance to get that, because they're resistances minus our ability to do damage. And we could use Plague Grenade. Actually, we probably will use that, because stress is worse than HP damage as far as I am concerned. If you get too much stress, you will go insane. And if you go insane, or if you get 100 stress, you will get an affliction and you'll have a bad time. That felt nice. I probably shouldn't have done that though. You want to kill enemies one by one rather than taking them out en masse. Now if we hit that guy, he will die no matter what. We just shoot him. All good. I don't know if this dungeon is laid out before you. It's been a while since I started a new run. But it's pretty easy right now. Scouting! Randomly scout. Why not? Now there's stuff over there, but we're lazy. Let's go with the gold route. Now there's 2 traps. There's sets of traps on the ground which will appear occasionally, and depending on whose stats can disarm it. Dismas is the best at disarming traps. Cool beans. I don't think you're supposed to be able to light torches. Oh, these people are grey? Why are they grey? Oh, did they get random color palettes too? That'd be pretty cool. I think I want to use... Maybe not. That's a 66% chance to hit. 67. This is also 67. Let's go with it because it'll stun them. That way they can't move. Yeah, take out the stress dealer first. Also, this person can push us around, which is not fun. It'll rearrange our party and... shit. We'll be in for some strife. Okay. We should probably get that thing healed. Yeah, we are bleeding, but... stuff over use a bandage. That's why we brought him, right? Oh, cool. They give us little indications down underneath the skills tab below us to tell us it's a debuff attack and a bleed attack. That is pretty damn cool. Skeleman. Now, I think we actually... What do we want to do? Our Plague Doctor will be probably inflicting blight on her if... I don't know. I think we want to... No, never mind. That's fine too. Now, because we stunned them... Whoa, okay. Because we stunned them last round, they have an increased resistance to stun. I didn't think it was that high. But alright, let's just do that. And double their blight damage, and we will kill them. That way they can't stress us out, and we can just relax while getting stabbed. Now, our healer can actually heal for once. Huzzah. I think I want to do Stunning Blow. Yeah. No. Just throw a stupid light at him. Cut him up! He'll die from that, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. 6 damage. Now you just want to probably heal our healer. Because they all have different HP stats. You use Bulwark of Faith because it increases our torch by 6. And, well, because they're going to die anyway. Why not? This thing? Use a key on it. Hidden compartment. Oh boy! 400 golds! My favourite. Now, there's nothing in these 3 rooms, so maybe we just want to go down here because it has something in it. Oh! They show us the trap disarm rate when we approach a trap. Sweet. That's actually pretty helpful because the trap disarm rate was hidden away for a while. It was in this. And it was pretty weird. It's like, why is it there? Now, depending on what's down here. Oh, there's treasure. You know what?
And now, the darkness holds dominion.
Let's have some fun.
Black as death.
Like a full stack of food? You shouldn't have. We should eat some of that. Alleviate space in our inventory. Yeah. Eating heals you. You can only eat 4 rations per... I don't know, there's... Never mind. That was pretty bad. Shh. No, go through the door. You can only eat 4 rations per... I don't know, event, I guess. I'm not sure what the timer takes. But that's to save you from, like, overfeeding them and fully healing no matter what. Now, we haven't really used anything, so let's use our holy water. So let's use it on that. Howdy do, friends! This guy is a bloody stress dealer. Which is bad because it's dark. Okay. Now, I don't want you to use torch things, so how are we going to do this? Just heal yourself, I guess. Now, I think... What's this? Grape Shot Blast hits the front 3 for 80 accuracy, minus 60 damage, minus 7 crit. Huh. Do we want to attack them? Or them? Well, assuming that this guy deals stress, we probably want to take him out first. We probably want to blight these 2 numbskulls. Get it? Because they're skeletons! Oh, yes! Critical wounds! Oh, jolly jolly. Don't crit? Okay. Now, because it's pitch black, we have... I want to say quadruple, but there's 4 pluses. 4 plus stress, 3 plus accuracy, monster damage. We get surprised often, but we get loot and crit are better. Now I want to ride my bicycle, want to ride my bike. That'll work. Keep him at bay for the time being. Wanna probably do that. Blight him because he's squishier and has protection. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I chose poorly. Protection... Oh... basically works as reduction to damage, and blight and bleeding bleeds through that protection. So if you blight them, their protection is nothing against the blight. Well, there's also moves that debuff and reduce protection and all that sort. Yeah, you can do that, I don't care. Really? You're going to... Oh, you're not going to die in one. They'll probably attack you first because we'll smush you up. And we'll pachow. Now he's gonna die. That was actually a pretty risky move. But we are done! Okay. Well, right, we have moves to make. Yeah, bang! We did it. Now I can have a stretch, and that guy will die. Bonk. Oh, it didn't go according to plan. So yeah, we got gold out of that.
Success so clearly.
Continue adventuring, because we have this bad boy. We put a key in that. And we get some shit for it. Do we want to go? I think we want to go back. Get whatever is in that room. Well, we could just leave. Depending on if we have another feeding, we might leave. because if you run out of food, you will get stress damage and you will lose health. It makes sense. Totally makes sense. I'm not sure about the legitimacy. You haven't eaten food, you'll have the same afflictions as, like, getting a blade to the face. I think it'd be cooler if you had reduced max HP from it. If you're hungry, you'll have, like, constant debuffs. It'd be a little bit more interesting, but it just damages you. Now, I shouldn't have used that holy water because we could have used it here. Shoot the dude in the back. I don't like these guys. These guys, well, for me, they've been known to crit and crit at the worst possible moment, and I don't like it. I'm not sure what their stats are, but they're not delightful. They also do quite a bit of damage to our back row, which is usually where the squishy people are. Vestals aren't actually that squishy. Which is weird because they're a healer. You would assume healers would be squishy. Ouch! Maybe this was a bad idea. Maybe this was a bad idea. Oh no. Nah, we're good. If we get a healer, heal that dude. Heal, what is his name? Rodriguez. He's not Rodriguez. Oh, Rodriguez. Reynold? Reynold. Touch it. Oh, gold and crests. We are not done here. Gotta get this sick. Get this sick. Oh, look, there is a holy water. Let's just use it because our inventory is full. Dungeon completed! The first of many victories. A collection of treasured antiques. Treasured antiques. What is that? Oh, collect at least 30 heirlooms in a single quest. Well, that's pretty. I guess that's pretty easy. If you, crests are. There's a lot of crests. You end up with a lot of crests because they drop at a alarming rate and they stack to 12 per inventory slot. What do you got for me? Weak grip on life. That's kind of bad, but if that happens, something has gone wrong. That's alright. We haven't gotten to the Warrens yet, but that's pretty cool. Short on gold, sell unwanted trinkets directly from your trinkets. We don't have trinkets.
Interest and obsession. Mile markers on my road to damnation.
If negative quirks stay too long, they become pretty damn bad. What the shit? So we got Kleptomania, now it's like a permanent one, or severe. It's not permanent because it just takes more to get rid of. That I don't really give a shit about. It's just like, oh, they can't use one specific thing. But now they can.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight.
You mongrel!
Calls to the faithful.
He sits in that spot, and nobody wants to sit near him, so nobody else can use that.
Cards and curtained rooms promise solace to the
Is that
weary.
vodka or absinthe?
Alike.
I don't know. I don't know alcohol. Oh my god, this is the best. We got 2 Houndmasters. Shit.
A man and his faithful beast. A bond forged by battle and bloodshed.
I'm not. Oh, he selected both of them. I'm not saying they're bad. It's just I want variety. Spice of Life. I guess they have different abilities, which we can't unlock any more abilities as of yet. More wine, sir. Yes, more wine for all. And what have we got? This? Oh, we got a trinket. We put these on our people. They give us side grades, usually beneficial side grades, but they can make your characters weak in one area, such as speed. A lot of them reduce speed, and you need speed. Speed is basically determines the turn order, loosely. I'm not sure. I shall be a soldier against the corruption! I'm Skeletor for some reason. Yes. It's dandy. But in any case, my name is Commander Saxon, and this is the first episode of Darkest Dungeon. Leave a comment for cakes and cookies. No, I actually wanted to say, I've been recording in 480p because these are long videos, and because I live in Australia, uploading HD videos is pretty hard, especially when you have limited bandwidth. So if this looks alright, if you can read the text on screen and if it's legible, tell me if it is. I don't think I'll be able to boost it up to 720, but I'll try and figure something out. I could probably just watch it myself. I probably will. But if it'll be a testament to see if you actually watch to the end of the video. You will receive, I don't know, a smile from me, which is worth nothing, but you know, we haven't unlocked these yet. What shall we do next? We don't really have a choice. Bloodthirsty ring. But yeah, that is the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time on the next episode of Dorcas Dungeon, the Dorcas Estate. Good night.